Peace, blessings, enough, holy, plenty. A lot of love to all our queens and all our kings in the house and on YouTube. And also to my dearly beloved. Over to you.
Good evening and welcome to another episode of Mindset Monday. I'm caught off guard, so it's good to have you all today. And I'm happy that you're here with us. And welcome to another Monday. It has been a beautiful Monday. It's raining and we're inside. I don't know if you love rain. I love rain. So it was a beautiful day for me. So I hope it was a beautiful day for you if it was raining where you are, or if it was sunny on the side of the earth that you are. But wherever you are, we're alive and we are here to celebrate another day with you. So thank you for joining us on this journey of abundance in love. For the rest of the year, we will be looking at abundance in love. And this week, we will actually be sharing with you a little bit about our journey, Derek and I.
Yeah, our journey.
Yeah.
You mean Fui, yep, yep, our journey?
Yes.
What journey is that?
Our journey
In,
of
in,
love.
oh, the love journey?
Mhm.
Oh, wow, love journey. Mm, love is in the air. That's one. Okay. All right. Well, since we're going to chat lick about love, we first want to set the whole parameters that love only. Did I say only?
Yes, only.
Okay. Only.
Yeah.
Love only comes from God. Nowhere else. Right? You can't buy it. You can't sell it. You can't trust it. You can't bully it. No, no. It's a gift that comes from God. If we go all the way back to Genesis 1 and verse 26, it lets us know that God created us in his image. What is that image? It's the image of love, right? And so when we break out of love, then we are breaking out of the parameters that God set for us. But we have a choice. Every person on the planet has a choice. And that is what love gives. Love gives choice.
Love give
Because
choice.
if Queen Miriam, tell me something. If I was to hold a knife to your throat, you have a knife?
No, no,
No,
no, no.
you don't want that kind
No,
of
no.
example. All right. So if I was to hold a knife to your throat, right, and say, "Love me, you myself love me," would you reciprocate?
No, love doesn't come
You,
with
but
duress.
you might reciprocate because of fear.
No, but that's not love. I will give in to
You might give in.
maybe give in to what you're requesting because I don't want you to cut my throat,
Okay,
but
okay,
that's
all
not
right,
love. Love
all right.
is not duress.
Because when you have some women or some relationships, some marital relationship, men and women, men are women, where one of the mostly men, um,
Men are the aggressors.
the aggressors, right? You have a few women that are aggressors, right? Yeah. Few women that just and few women, right? Okay. So when you have these persons in the relationship, in the especially in the marital relationship, that cow down the next person, that demands love from the next person, that repulsively, egotistically, let that person know that, listen, you're going to love me or else. All right. And they stay. And I wonder sometimes why they stay in that relationship, why a person would stay in a volatile relationship like that.
It depends on the state of mind of the person, and it also depends on the emotional
Mm-hmm.
state of mind.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I'm emotionally attached to you and
Mm-hmm.
all I know is abuse, I know nothing else.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to stay with in the comfort zone of where I know I'm not experiencing anything else. So it is the custom for people to stay in the comfort of what they know, because change in itself brings the nuances of uncertainty.
Mm-hmm.
So the person is not going to move on
Mm-hmm.
unless it feels right for them, or it has to they have to make a drastic change in their mind before that change can
Mm.
materialize.
Mm. Because I remember in Portmore, my mother got one of those national housing trust homes in Portsmouth that was um near to the Heart Academy, somewhere between Great we call it, no, Waterford. Sorry, Waterford. For those who know Portmore or those who are over Portmore, right, or familiar with Portmore, right? It's in front of Passage Fort, in front of Passage Fort, and next to the entrance of the Dyke Road that go round to to that river. Don't remember what that river name. Um, eh? No,
Okay.
river.
But a lot of people don't know.
Yeah, right. But anyway, near to Waterford, right? When you go across the Dyke Road, then you go to Waterford. And I tell you, there was this couple. Honestly, at that I was a little boy, still going to high school. But there was this couple that the man fight and chew her out of the house and treat her like old cloth and dog and what have you, and box her down in the middle of the road.
Say, oh, fuck.
Old cloth. Oh, cloth. Oh, oh, cloth. A lot of persons. Material. Material. Okay. Right? So treat her bad. All right. Treat her bad. Very bad. And throw her out of the house with our dulcimine or our grip, our suitcase, whatever you call it,
Belongings.
our belongings. Okay, wonderful. And throw out our belongings, right there in the street, right, on Hienin. It was Hienin Court. Throw her out, and then when she pick up her things, the man bawling, crying,
Mm-hmm.
crying down the place, and she left. Okay, lo and behold, about maybe about a week, 10 days tops, is them hug up coming down Hailing Court. Them hugging up and him carrying our dulcimina, our grip, our suitcase.
So he went
And
back for her.
and and lovable than them you can't find anywhere. You understand? What and it's not one time it happened. I talking this is like maybe twice for the quarter or three times for the quarter, right? This happened. And so in all maybe about 7 8 times for the year.
Mm.
And she keep coming back. She keep coming back. No, maybe you might not know, but Queen Miriam,
My name?
I tell you, Queen Miriam is a counselor, right? Is a counselor. So if you have any issues and what have you, her number is dropped in the chat, also in the on the flyer. Yeah, she's a counselor. And so what would you recommend for such a woman or for such a person, whether it is a man or a woman? What would you suggest, for such a person or for such a situation?
There would be no suggestion until I'm able to find out the background information as to why they behave the way they behave. Because
Mm.
you cannot give information, you cannot give give persons reasons to move on or whatever until you know why,
Mm-hmm.
what is happening in their life.
Mm-hmm.
So I would need to know the background. I would need to
Mm.
know from the if the man is willing to speak to me, I would ask what is happening or why do you fight? Then I would ask the lady the same thing, because until we know the background of the situation, we are not able to make decisions or help them to make decisions. So, it's you on the outside are unable to say, why are you going back? We don't know.
Okay, okay. I got you. I got you. Wonderful. Wonderful. Because let's face it, people on a whole claim, especially married people, I don't know why they're claiming these things on themselves. I am not going to claim these things on myself. But one of the things that people claim on themselves is that teeth and tongue must meet. In other words, that they must quarrel or they must have some kind of disruption or fight. And I tell you, especially for those that is on the meeting, right? At any time, you can raise your hand, and if you want to make a point or ask a question or get some clarity on something, right? We'll try to look over there in the chat on the YouTube channels, because we are broadcasting or streaming on more than one channels. All right. So um if you have a question also, don't feel free to actually put it in the chat if you're on YouTube, and if you want, you can actually raise your hand if you are right here on meeting, or put it in the chat. But we just want to you know get some clarity. We're sharing our journey, and our journey comes with the whole marital package, right? And so a lot of people get married and the wedding is nice and what have you. But after the wedding, you have to live your life, have to live life, right? So you might be, and I'm still on cloud 21, right? Just to let you know, I am still on cloud 21. And so that is just my journey on cloud 21. So the only time our teeth and tongue meet is while kissing. Okay, that is you know, quite maybe it's because I'm still on cloud 21. That is the reason our teeth and our tongue only meet while kissing. Do we have any differences? Do we have, well, no, we have differences.
We do have
Yes, we do have differences because we are two different people operating as one. Watch this again. Let me say that again. We are two different people joined together, operating, no more twin, but we are now operating as one. This is the only place, and the Bible is the only place, God is the only person that this maths work with, right? One plus one equal one. You understand? That's the only place it works.
So going back to the where you started from, where God is love.
Yes.
So if we move from the parameters of love, I remember the speaker was deliberating the other day, and they say when you shift from or divert from the parameter of love, because God is the source of love. And when you shift from the source of love, which is God, we ease God out. I think it was I think it was Minister McCain from Oneness. He spoke on that some weeks ago. Ego. So when we ease God out, we're operating on ego, and the ultimate goal of ego is suicide, so total destruction. So it is so important that we reconnect to God, who is the source of love, so we can operate from love, we can operate in love. And once we're operating in love, whether and love, we're talking about love in a marital setting, but we're also talking about love in the holistic sense, because siblings living in the same house, co-workers working at the same job, social gathering, our friends, or social setting, our good friends, girlfriends to girlfriend, male friends to male friend, male and female, because friends, we're talking about love in the holistic sense. When we are connected to God, who is the source, when we love purely, of course, love is pure. So let me just say that love is pure.
Love
So
is
when
pure.
we are connected to God, who is the source of love, and we're operating in love, then then and only then we will see each other as equal.
Equal.
So we're not only talking about husband and wife relationship. When we live a life, a single life, being single, being a whole person, an entire person, and then we connect and we become one. We see each other as equal. When we operate according to what the word of God says, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, thy mind, thy soul, thy strength, and thy neighbor in the same degree you love yourself. When we're doing that, it is not only for marital relationship, it's for every relationship. So when we have a relationship, or when relationships are founded on that basis, then we are not lacking anything. So therefore, there is no competition, whether with siblings or whether with co-workers or whether with our friends, because we're operating on that basis of loving each other as in the same degree we love ourselves.
Nice, wonderful.
So ego is the separation of love from source. So when you love, when you're connected to the source, it feels so good. It's so exciting. When you're connected to the source of love, which is God, then things fall into place. Even when you have disagreements, you disagree, but you're not disagreeable, because we don't agree with everything, because I'm an individual. Derek is an individual. And so we have differences, we have disagreements, but we are not disagreeable. It's the same way with siblings. You may disagree on things, but not become disagreeable that you turn things upside down and you just wreak havoc in the house. But
just to interject on what you just said, my lovely wife, Queen Miriam. Just to interject, you see, people think that when you disagree, then you don't love them. You're not interested in what they are saying. You don't appreciate what they are saying. You don't like what they are saying, and and so it become a big disruptor, because you are against what I am saying. And if you are against what I am saying, then is a big problem. World War III. Just an interjection.
So because we love each other, sibling, friends, co-workers, husband and wife, because we love the other person.
Queen Miriam,
Yeah.
say that again. I like what you say.
Because we love
No,
each
no, no.
other. What?
The husband and wife.
Husband and wife.
Oh, praise the Lord.
Because we love each other
Mm-hmm.
as ourselves in whatever relationship, in whatever setting, it is easy for us, even when there's a disagreement, we find out where did we go wrong, or is it something I said, or is it something I did? And once that is clarified, the relationship is now back to normalcy. But if one person said, I'm not talking to you because, and then maybe the person don't even know why. So
Mercy.
it is very important that communication in every relationship,
Yes.
especially, not even especially,
Mhm.
every relationship, communication
Is
is
key.
key,
Mm.
is key,
Big key.
is key.
Yes. So let us keep that key turning, right? Turning with among each other. Because I met Queen Miriam long ago, right? Many moons ago. And she has always been a wonderful friend. You see, I think that is what is missing, friendship. Because I don't see why I should have well, I have a best friend, but um I don't ever call him my best friend. He's like a brother, right? He's more a brother than a best friend, because my best friend is my wife, right? So I bounce everything off my wife. I bounce everything off of my wife. All right. Because it's my friend. I feel my friend. Is my friend this? Is my sister. Right? Is my bonononos. Is me little dumpling. Is my darling dear. So we have a rapport. We okay then. All right. We are we still live? Yes, we are still live. Okay. Right? So it's like, and this is not just because of camera. This is just how we are. It's not a camera thing, it's not a showing thing, it's just how we are. We are just jovial with each other, so we don't have no time for vex. Because if me vex with her, me I go in and what them call it again,
The
doghouse.
doggos.
We don't have any dog, so we don't have no doggos. All right. So therefore, we keep a good, friendly, loving relationship that is intertwined with God. Because if God is not the 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 gel, if God is not the cement man, glue,
Cement.
you can all right, glue.
Not,
Glue.
I'm not, what you
Maybe.
would call it? No, I'm not a construction person,
Oh,
so I,
you're
I'm
she's
not
not
called
she's
on
an right,
figures.
right. So you use glue and
Yes,
stapler
yes.
and okay.
So
All
the
right. So
stapler
glue.
or the glue.
Right. Okay. All right. Wonderful. So the glue, God has to be the glue. Anytime a relationship is having problems, is because we leave God at the front door. Let me say that again.
No, I don't leave him at the
Don't
front door. You
when
just edge him out.
edge him out. Oh. Or maybe you never even have him in the first place. You just
So
start a, you start the relationship without him, you continue without him, and you're trying to survive without him.
so you edge him out.
Okay. All right. Well, that's bad. That's bad. So let us recognize that without Christ in the vessel, with Christ in the vessel, you can smile at the storm. That's it. That's it. And so we have to keep Christ in the vessel. We have to keep him plugged in, right? Because as I was saying, I met this young lady many moons ago, right? And we met digitally, right?
Yeah.
I think it was on
Yes.
Dream Team one Sunday,
Yes.
right? On
Sunday
Dream
afternoon. On
Sunday
Sunday
afternoon, Sunday
evening.
afternoon. Yeah, it
About
was
4
it was
o'clock.
12:40,
12:45.
12:45
Yeah.
it start, right? And oh my goodness, I see this she honestly looked like an angel. Her face was glowing and radiant. I mean, I just focused that, just like how they describe Moses, when he came from Mount Sinai
Okay.
in Exodus,
Mhm.
Exodus 13, right? That's how I picture. That's how she looked to me when I saw her on Dream Team, right? And of course, we developed a good relationship because at that time I found out that she was married. So there could have been no pursuing because she was a married woman. Okay. But we had a fairly decent relationship, a good relationship. And
Business relationship.
yeah, it was more a business relationship than a friendly, what have you, right? So it so happens that the relationship, the platonic, let me just put that word in there also, the platonic
Mhm.
relationship just continue to blossom. It continued to grow, right? And all of that, right? Because it was a clean, platonic relationship. You can only do that with Christ in the vessel, right? Because, when you do have Christ in the vessel, you're going to do all sort of, you know,
Panky, panky.
hanky panky. That's what you call it. That's what we're
Yeah.
calling it.
Yeah.
Hanky panky. All right. We and that and you get married before you're married. Right? You
Mhm.
get married before you're married. Right? And so that is putting God outside, right? And so let us first of all, because I tell you what, just to continue a little bit on the journey.
Mhm.
God actually, because at the time I was actually in Oklahoma, and God told me, right, that this wonderful, beautiful woman is my going to be my wife, right? And uh, uh, okay, mercy. But yeah, so what I'm saying is that let God lead, right? Let God choose and let God lead. That's the point. Because when you allow God to choose, especially your life, and yes, I'm talking about lifelong, and we just start, right? How can you get no, this may be your type of field. How can a person know that is married for 5 years and 10 years and 20 years? Because I know you were married for very long, maybe 2 decades, to your late husband. So how would a person rekindle, just a general, how would a person rekindle that love, that first love that they started that relationship with 20 years, 30 years ago?
Wow, that's a question.
Yes, man, that's a question. Of course, that's a
Well,
question.
well, if I should start with this, going back to why did why did we come together? Maybe revisiting the the beginning of the coming together, revisiting the
Mm-hmm.
why did we start? We could start from there, or we could look at today I was on a program this morning, 30-day miracle challenge, and it was talking about habits. Now, over time we develop habits, some habits that are good and some habits that are not good. So we could start with first going back to the beginning of the why did we come together, and then looking at the habits that we developed over time and see where did the good things that were thrown out, or the good things that were that were that becomes dormant, or what habits did we form that hurt, or not only destroy but cause the erosion of the love that we had before.
Mm. Okay.
So we could start there, because it's not a one size fit all. You would have to go through the same thing you were asking initially with the man and the woman, who the man threw the woman out, and then after a week they are coming back, arms in arms, lovey-dovey.
Hugging up.
We have to ask certain questions. We have to sit with them and get each side to see, to actually give information, or give instruction, or give help, because you cannot just see, oh my goodness, you were loving all these years, do this, do this, do this. No, you have to know where, why, how, all of that before you can actually make any inform, or give any advice as to what to do.
Okay, okay. All right, I got you. What I would kind of say is start doing things together. Put on the phone.
But then I will say, but we're doing things together.
Like what?
So I would say we eat together, we go out together, we go on vacations together. So you say you'd have to ask questions. You'd have to say, tell me about
My
a
sister,
certain day.
my sister. When I lose interest, so to speak, and that is what the man will say, that I lose interest. And when a man lose interest, him just going with the motion. So him not going on no trip with no you. He's going on a trip, maybe with him secretary.
Well,
That's who he's going trip with,
okay.
right? So as I said, start doing things together. Again, start doing things together. Start eating together. Most of the time you find that those persons don't eat together. Sometimes they don't sleep together.
Okay.
Them in the dog house. One in the dog house. Or sometimes they might have a big house. So, she sleep in the master bed and him sleep in the other bed. All right. I don't know if you did watch Fireproof,
Yes.
the movie Fireproof.
Yeah.
That's a good movie to watch.
Yes, a very good
Yeah,
movie to
yeah,
watch.
yeah. Fireproof. Type it in your streaming device. Fireproof. One word. Fireproof.
Fireproof. It's a very good movie to
Very good
watch.
movie for couples to watch, or who intend to be couples. Without God, that will revisit and bring back God into the relationship. Because when you stop praying together, when you stop praying with each other, when you stop praying for each other, when you stop praying, then all sort of thing broke away.
Everything just start
The
eroding.
road.
The good habits that were formed is replaced with some bad habits. And then you start finding excuses, I don't need to do that. You find excuses as to why. So all of that, everything erodes when you ease God out of anything. Whether ease God out of family relationship, be it siblings, be it parent, be it husband and wife, everything. Once you ease God out, it just erodes. It's like you have rain for so many months and so many weeks, and then you have slides, landslide, mudslide. So everything start erode.
Yeah, wonderful, nice, right? So,
Let me check the
oh,
chat.
okay. Let me check two in the chat here.
So
And
while he's looking,
I love Dr. Derrick. Oh, Anne Marie Waller. I love Dr. Derrick. Heaven bless you. I have no doubt you making my beautiful queen sister so happy. Oh my goodness. All right. Anne Marie Waller is. Thank you very much, Queen
My
Anne
travel
Marie Waller.
partner.
Really appreciate.
My
Really
travel
appreciate. Our travel partner,
Yes,
that right? Our
yes.
travel
One of
partner.
our travel
One of us. She and her daughter,
princess
Princess Jamelia, and Queen Veronica,
Queen
and Queen
Beverly.
Beverly. We have we travel a lot. We travel a lot. So those persons are a little bit um, intimate in our lives and in our development and in our growth thus far. Even though, as far as I'm concerned, I am in infant school. Right? Listen, we we need to look at marital relationship just like school, right? Look at it just like school, right? Um, and so when you just start, I when I just started this relationship, I was in Creech. I don't know if I don't know if anybody know Creech, right? But yes, when I just started, I was in Creech, right? Now that I'm married, I am in infant school, right? So I have a long ways to go. I have a long ways to go. And so each day I am learning more and more and more
More
in
and more.
every aspect,
Amen.
right? In every aspect of our lives, I am learning more, right? Each day bring new learning, and new and new and new and new, new awareness and so on. Okay, and we are now trying to learn to play chess. We are now trying to learn to play chess. All right. You know,
We made one move all day.
yesterday. It was yesterday
Was
we made.
yesterday. Oh, you
Yes,
made one move.
it was yesterday. Right? She move a pawn, and of course I move a pawn. So it's her move, right? It's her move now. And so I'm waiting on her to make the next move, right? And as you know, touch is a move. All right. Anyway, we're not going to get into that one.
No, do anyone on this platform, do you want to say something? Put your hand up or just unmute and either ask question or make your comment. We'll be happy to hear what you have to say.
Big up, big up, big up. Anne Marie Waller. Big up, big up. Anyway, right. So do things together, right? When you stop doing things together, is when something else is going to take the place,
It's
right?
replacing something. Yeah.
It's going to be replaced by something, right? One of the dangers that we found in our life today is our gadgets. Our gadgets, right? We are glued to our gadgets.
No, we allow the gadget to rule us instead of us
We ruling it.
ruling the
Right.
gadgets.
Oh my God. Say that again. Powerful.
We allow the gadgets
Mm-hmm.
to rule us instead of us ruling the gadgets.
Mercy, mercy, mercy. Um, you know, Queen Miriam and myself, we do not take any gadget into the bedroom. The bedroom is for Queen Miriam and myself. Praise the Lord. Okay, and so therefore, we don't have a TV. Nah, 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 nah. No TV in the bedroom. All right, no TV in the bedroom. We put our phones in the office, and that is where it charge for the night and what have you, and we put it on silent, or we put it.
Because my daughter is calling. I have to make sure it stays on because Veronica is not here. So
Oh, Veronica.
I have to make sure that it's on. So when my daughter calls, I can answer.
Right, right, right. But I mean, we don't have it in the bedroom.
Right.
No, we don't have phone. Phone is not in the bedroom. All right, when it's pillow talk time, it's pillow talk time, right? That is our time. You understand? And that is every night we have a little worship, prayer, and have a little talk and so on, and huggle up and sleep. Not all.
The time.
Anyway, don't tell her, don't tell her. Anyway, so all I'm saying, do things together.
Together.
That's the way to rekindle your love life. Pray, do things together, and 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 I was going to say spend. We don't use
Invest.
certain words. I'm learning also. She breaking me out of certain words. Like spend time together. Spending time together is not really healthy because it's a spending. So we share. Anything we are doing is sharing, right? We don't spend. We share, right? So when you start to getting these verbiage, you realize that it really helped. It really helped. And so I have to retrain myself with certain things also, because there are certain verbiage that I was using in the love togetherness that we have, and I realized that those wording was negatives, was actually negative, even though they sound positive, but they were actually negatives, right? So
Like
you
spend.
you you, you, you know you have to retrain yourself, and you have to be willing
To
to learn. That's the key. You also have to be willing to learn. And some men behave like we are so macho.
everything.
We know everything. That's what you're saying.
Yeah, no, I'm saying
We
they
know.
act as if
Oh, they act as if
both
they know
men and
everything.
women, I know it already, or yeah, I know it. But the moment you think that you know everything, every day while we're alive, we are still learning. We
Mm,
are still learning different. Of course, there are a lot of things I don't know. Even in my field as an accountant, I have to sometimes ask another CPA. I sometimes have to ask other accountants because, and also do research because accounting, if you're not doing a specific thing,
mm,
if you are not consistently doing it, you won't know or remember certain things right off the
mm-hmm,
bat.
mm-hmm,
So it's so important to continuous learning. As an enroll agent, we normally, and also tax preparers, CPAs also, we every single year we need to do CPE credits. And I think other professions like the nursing doctors have to do CPE credits in order to keep up to date with changes. So if I get stuck in my, I know it already, I will not be able to assist my clients or help my clients in order to know the new rules or know what to do on their taxes or in other areas of the financial field.
mm,
They will ask me about, oh, what stock should I trade on? I would say I am not an expert in that field, and then I will let them know I can direct you to this particular person who is
mm-hmm,
part of my
mm-hmm,
network. So I will not give them an advice and say, oh, do this, do that. No, I will make sure I said, I may not be able to answer you right now, but let me get back to you. So we need to know that whatever it is, even in our relationship as husband and wife, we are not experts,
mm.
but we are willing to learn. No, we're not experts.
Okay, all right.
We are willing to learn, and we have a great cloud of witnesses as years, people who have years of experience, 40 years of experience in marriage. Because
Mm,
although we were married before, every relationship is different. So we cannot come in and say, okay, no, that's good, that's good. No, we have to know, learn each other, understand each other. We are in infant school right now,
mm-hmm,
so this is the infancy of our relationship. So we are learning about each other.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
As the weeks go by, different weeks, we'll give you little tidbits. When we don't have guests, we will make sure that we allocate a week to just share with you a little bit more about our life, since we are in the Abundance in Love series.
Mm. Amen. And at some point, we will give you some of those pictures, show you some of those pictures the professional photographer took, and he's supposed to send it to us. So we'll soon get that that information to share with you
Share
all. All right. So the rest of the year, it's really well, all of this year is really about abundance in
abundance
love.
in love.
Right. So it's different aspect of the love. At some point we're going to also look at the 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 love language, the
Mm-hmm.
language of love. I think
Mm-hmm.
that is also on the flyer. The language of love. Love has a language, right? Love has a language. Do you know your language? That is very important, because when you know your language, then you'll be able to
Reciprocate.
to reciprocate. Well, you
And
have
it's
some
not
big word.
and it's
What is
not
reciprocate?
be able to give
Yeah.
or the when you know your love language and you know the other person's love language, then you're able to reciprocate, you're able to
Share,
communicate, you're
share,
able to share.
share.
Now,
Right.
knowing the love language is not
Mm-hmm.
only in husband and wife relationship, it's
Mm-hmm.
in every relationship.
Mm-hmm.
Once you know the person's life, you say, person, oh, there are some friends who know exactly what to give for a gift. Why? Because they know that person's love language.
Mm.
So it's not only in husband and wife relationship that the you know these things. Once you're around a person and you are aware, once you take the time out to study the person, whether it's your sibling, whether it's your parents, whether it's your a coworker, whether it's your good friends, because
Mm.
I have some friends from kindergarten, from creche.
Mm-mm. Wow.
We from we were born, because we grew up in the same neighborhood, then we went to the same school, and I still have some of those friends, and we may not talk every day, sometimes for maybe 6, 8, 10 months we don't talk, but once we pick up the phone and connect, it's like yesterday. So knowing and being aware of the person's love language, it's so important. It helps in every relationship,
Mm.
not only in marriage.
Wonderful, wonderful. And so maybe you could just share, with everyone, because I know, and most people, I think, um the 5 love languages, right, that there is. And so maybe it would be good to just share that with the audience today. What are the 5 love languages?
And if at any point, whether in our next session, and you want to say something, we want to share something about any one of the love languages, since we are doing the series of Abundance in Love for the rest of the year, then so we will be happy to have you. That's the reason we open it up, not only on YouTube where you could just send comments, but we also have it on Meet In, so you can come in and your voice can be heard also.
Mhm. All right. So the first love language, or I shouldn't say first, because there's not really first, second, third, fourth, right? It's not in that. It's not in an order, right? You actually can have all of them. but one is more dominant. One is a little more
From
prominent.
yeah,
Prominent.
dominant
A
from
lot of big word. A lot is a one is a little prominent. We see you, Michelle. All right.
Yeah.
So we're coming to you, Michelle. Go
Excuse
ahead.
me. Yes. Before you go to the love languages, I have a question.
Hmm.
I don't know if it's a question or statement.
Sure.
Earlier you say that as a married couple, I know you're supposed to share or do everything together. But don't you think sometime, especially us ladies, we need me time, we need our space?
most definitely.
Okay. And
When we
it,
talk
it's
about
okay. It's okay
yes,
for
when
that,
we
right?
talk about sorry, when we no, sorry to interrupt you. Go
That's
ahead,
okay.
continue.
No, what I'm saying is that it's okay for the husband to feel it's okay that the lady needs, her time away, a day or so with hanging out with the ladies. Is that okay? I feel
Yes,
like
and
it
that is
needs to be
also healthy.
balanced.
Definitely. You can
Okay.
answer to that. That is also healthy because that's something that Derek and I established. Go ahead, talk.
Oh, most definitely. Well, it all depends on the relationship also. Um, you know, because I do have a problem. You see, some men are controlling, unfortunately, and and don't have much trust in in the person that they are with, that they are married to. And when you don't have trust, then it's a big problem. So even if you want to, go out with, some girlfriends, it's a problem, because as far as the man is concerned, um, you're going to go out and fool around. No, if that is the mindset, you see, it comes right back to mindset. What the basis of the platform is all about. It's about mindset. And when your mindset is not positive, when your mindset is not pure, when your mindset is not genuine, then that is what is going to happen, right? But there's nothing, nothing is wrong, right? Nothing is wrong. I don't have any problem. I don't have any reservation, because a lot of men going to say that, oh, you can't trust your wife, or you can't trust your woman that you're with. That's how they would term it, even if it's them wife, right? I said, but why? Right? You can't put your neck on the block for no woman. No, I mean no woman, right? No, at all. That is some type of macho foolishness. And so therefore, we have to recognize that we are in a partnership. First of all, we are in a love partnership. And the problem is, because I use all of my so-called wizzy and all of my Derricks to
Okay.
get this woman.
Derek.
Derricks,
Oh,
Derricks,
Derek.
yeah, Derricks,
Okay.
to get this woman, right? Um, then there might be a better man out there that will use better lyrics and better lyrics to get the woman. And so I am afraid of that. But that is based upon an egotistic kind of a mindset. Now, when you're on the mindset of love, and when the love came from above, then all of that is now different. When God brought Eve, or well, not Eve, when God brought the woman to Adam, and in my case, when God brought Miriam to me, then I know that I have nothing to worry about. I know she's not going out there go fool around. And even if she's doing that or she does that, then that is between she and God before she and me. All right. So when you have things in the proper perspective, then that is when you are able to love even as Christ loved me. That is the love that I am passing on to my wife, because love is about giving. Love is about giving. You only can give love.
I remember he said something, because we talk about this, and he said, Queen Miriam, no matter which man it is, a man cannot keep tab on a woman. And worst of all, a man cannot keep tab on a woman that drives. So tell you what, it doesn't make sense them think that even watching the woman, they cannot keep tab on a woman, even if a woman wants to do wrong. So it doesn't make sense. So let's just stay connected to the source of love. And that will keep the relationship pure. It will keep the relationship as God intended it to be. So we to get 1 + 1 = 1, and we continue to become conduits because we're ambassadors. We our life because Christ lives in us. And so we are the carriers of the gospel to this dying world. So if we want to continue to be ambassadors, we need to allow the love of God to permeate us so we can be a flow through and we can give only what God gives, and it's love.
Mm, mm, wonderful. And so next week we're going to get more into the love language, and maybe have some quizzes. There are we can give you some. We are going to give some quizzes and all of that if we don't have a guest, right? If we don't have a guest, then we'll give a. But just let us let you know the five love language before we close things down for today. Of course, the first one is words of affirmation. Words of affirmation.
The next one is quality time.
See, quality time. If you're not spending quality, sorry,
Sharing.
see what I mean? If you're not sharing quality time with each other, if you are not giving words of affirmation, you know, that how much this woman means and impact your life on a daily basis, on a hourly basis, on a minutely basis, on a secondly basis, then you're not ready yet. Can I say that?
Yeah, you can.
You know, you're not ready, all right, for the marital life. Okay. And of course, my favorite, physical touch. Physical touch. Very important, because if you're not touching your wife, you're touching something else. All right?
Somebody else.
Or somebody else.
Yes.
Right. Right. If you're touching, you need to touch your wife, touch your husband. A feel. Right? It's feel. So
And
touch,
the,
physical touch.
the next one is acts of service.
Mm. Listen, my mother told me something when I was a little
It's
boy.
8 o'clock.
Hmm?
Yes, continue.
Eh?
8 o'clock.
Is it 8 o'clock?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Sorry, man. All right. Please, I beg you, just give me 2 or 3 more minutes. Because yes, I have another webinar to go to. But give me about 3 minutes. My mother told me something when I was a little boy, as a man, that housework is for people who live in the house. Let me say that again, please.
Yes.
Housework is for people who live in the house. So, gentlemen, do housework, please.
Help
Do
with the
housework.
housework.
Help with, yeah, that's a better one. That's a
Yes,
better one.
yes.
Help with the housework, please. Help with the housework. All right? Can you live there? It's your house. Help with the housework. All right? And of course, the next one is receiving gifts. Receiving gifts. Those are the five, right? Quality time, words of affirmation, acts of service, receiving gifts, and physical touch. Right? We'll dive into them the next time that we meet. And of course, we have a little fun quiz to engage in and all of that. All right. So
All of you who wants to be on meeting who are on YouTube, you can come on meeting because the two links are there. So if you want to come in and just
interact.
interact with us,
Mm,
it's we like that. We love
yeah.
that.
We
We
like
love
the
that.
physical,
Yes. So
physical touch.
it's our time is shared, not spent. Our time was shared wonderfully.
Mm,
And since there are no more hands, we are grateful that you're here with us. We're grateful that you share this time with us. And before we close off, let's see if there are any
acts of service
questions.
quality. I have some of my status, both CM Sobas, big okay. So those nice comments
Yeah, there are different
and so
colors.
on. Thank you all very much for those comments, especially Queen Anne Marie Waller, who dominated the YouTube chat. All right, and Queen
Laverne,
Laverne, oh
that's my
Laverne
sister.
Granville. Um, G, just checking in
Sounds
sound
words of
words of inspiration,
information,
Queen
Queen
and
and
King.
King.
Keep up the good work. Beverly, Queen Beverly Granville, wonderful words of wisdom. All right. Yeah. So thank you all. Those are my family, right? And thank you all very much. Really appreciate you on the YouTube and those that are here on meeting. Thank
Now,
you very much. Oh, Mercy. Oh, sorry. Some chat is here. Rosalind, Queen Rosalind, a lot of heart. Thank you. Mr. and Mrs. Clark, Joseph Legnon, thank you. And
ever done, ever
what
done,
do
what
you
do you
understand?
understand in the term of
Hold on, make me put
to
this one there
become one?
quickly. What do you understand in the term the two become one?
We will have to discuss
Oh,
that next
mercy.
week. Ever
But
done?
Everton, make me give a
Ever
quick,
done?
let me give a quick synopsis.
Quickie.
A quick synopsis, yeah. As I said, the only place you find that is in the word. 1 + 1 equal 1. Twin become one. We are two individuals, right? She has her own individuality. I have my own individuality. We don't rob each other of our individuality, but we become one, which is one in purpose, one in direction,
Mhm.
one in love, one in purpose, one in direction, and one in love. All right, but we still have our individuality, right? She loves where the sub name again?
Soup.
Soup.
Yeah, and
I don't know.
porridge.
We love
Soup and
soup.
porridge.
People can love soup and porridge, right? That's individual to her. She loves soup. She loves porridge, and I
Mhm.
will make soup and make porridge, right? Because she love it, and I'll drink it because she love it, right? That don't that don't give up my individuality either, right? That doesn't. But we are one in purpose, one in direction, right? I can't be going east and she go west.
And the purpose is we want to see each other the best for each other.
Beautiful. All right. So yes, that is a quick. We can dive into it a little more detail next time. Thank you very much, King Everton.
Ever
Really,
done.
ever ever done.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you very much. Really appreciate. All right. And as we close, thank you all very much for being with us.
Good night
Somebody
to
say
everyone.
something.
Good night. Good night.
Good night.
All right.
Until next week,
Please the
we
Lord.
thank you all for coming, and we'll see you next week for another episode of Mindset Monday.
You are welcome. See you on Monday next week. Peace the Lord. Bye, guys.
Bye.